I'm Victoria Cooksey, and this is Random Dish. Today on Random Dish, we're going to be cutting out hearts, artichoke hearts. Today on Random Dish, we're going to be making artichoke hearts stuffed with shiitake mushrooms, sausage, and pecorino cheese. But first, you're going to need yourself 4 artichokes, and I'm going to show you how to dissect them. I'm going to get 2 lemons, cut them in half, and put half of one with some of the juice into a bowl. This is going to keep the artichoke hearts from turning brown while we get them all cut up, and keep the rest aside for later. Step 1, take your artichoke, go with the stem end, take a chef's knife, cut down through that. Artichoke hearts in this area, so we're not going to cut down into there. We're going to go more up here at an angle, and we're going to just start rotating around almost like we're making a cone shape. Okay, then we're going to come in here, cut. There's going to be some of the choke left in here, but don't worry about that. Once we cook this, this is going to be really easy to remove, so just leave that for now. So step 2, flip it over. I've switched to a paring knife. We got to get rid of this green. So you're going to just start coming around the edge and just start taking off all that green. Once you've cut down a little bit, you can switch to a vegetable peeler, but personally I just think it's easier to keep going with the knife. And hey, why have another dish to do? Because I do not like doing dishes. So we're going to keep going around and around and around until we get all that off. As we get closer, just kind of come up higher. So you get all the green off. Flip it over, and we're just going to come around the edge here too. Because those little parts sometimes will be a little tough when it cooks, so let's get rid of all that. And you're just basically just shaping this up. Then you're going to take your lemon, rub it all over. This is again going to help keep it from going too brown. And then put it in the water with the lemon. And do the next. You're going to get a nice big pot of water. You're going to bring it up to a boil. Take another one of your half lemons, squeeze that in, and then you can go ahead and put the whole lemon in. Take your prepared artichokes here, and we're going to stick these in. We're going to cook them until a knife inserts really easily. So this can take close to 40 minutes. So we're going to just let those go until they're ready. You're going to need an aged Pecorino cheese because the really young ones are too soft to grate, so look for aged. This one happens to be aged 6 months. And you're just going to grate till you have a half a cup and then divide that in half. The artichoke hearts are cooked. These took about 35 minutes today. So we're just going to take them out and put them back into some water with some lemon until we're ready to use them. I've got 5 shiitake mushrooms chopped fine and 1 large shallot chopped fine. I usually like to buy the mushrooms whole, but this week they happen to be pre-sliced. Whether you get them pre-sliced or whole, the stem's really woody, so you want to just take that completely off, then chop them up and just discard the stem. To start the stuffing, I've got a tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm adding that shallot and the mushrooms. We're going to cook these around 5 minutes until the shallot is translucent. Well, we've cut them, and then we boiled them. But now it's time to get to the true heart of the matter. So I've just drained this heart out a little bit. Come inside. These center leaves, we want to take them out because we want to get to the white fuzzy choke bit that if you leave it in, your guest will choke, and that's not a good dinner party. So there's this fuzzy white part here. Just take a spoon and start scraping it until it all comes out, and just discard that because you do not want to eat that. Just keep going around so we get it all. Try to maintain the sides because that's where you've got to put the stuffing in. Okay, so we've got that done. We're just going to set that aside till the stuffing's ready. Now that the mushrooms and the shallot has cooked down, turn the heat back up to medium. I'm going to add in a 1/4 pound of bulk ground sausage along with a little salt and a little black pepper, and then you're just gonna mash this up. I like this tool. It's well used. It's one that really helps you grind meat up fine. So whatever you got, you're just gonna keep breaking this up and mix it thoroughly until all the sausage is cooked through. Earlier we grated a half cup of Pecorino cheese and then divided it in half. So now I'm adding half of that right now, and I'm going to stir it in. And you're just going to stir till it's melted, and then this is ready to go. Preheat your oven to 425 degrees, and then we're going to stuff the artichokes. So now we've cut them, boiled them, stuffed them, now we're going to bake them. Take one of your artichoke hearts, put it on either a baking sheet, baking pan. I like to line it with a little nonstick foil for easy cleanup. We're going to take some of the sausage mixture, we're going to put that into each one. Just kind of push it in there a little bit. And then take some of that extra Pecorino grated cheese and just put that right on top, and do that for all 4 of them. All 4 of the artichoke hearts are assembled, so when you're ready to serve them, just put them in the oven for a couple minutes at that 425 degrees to heat them through and melt the cheese. To serve as an appetizer, I've just got a little plate. I found a pretty mushroom that I liked, so I put that on there as a garnish. And we're just going to take one of these. And while these are great as an appetizer, it also makes a very pretty tasty entree. Appetizer or entree? I say why not both, and all for me. Well, now that I've made that important decision to just eat them all myself, I do hope you will try them as well. I'm planning to have mine with a nice Sauvignon Blanc. Goes pretty well with the artichoke meat combo. So let's see, what shall we toast to? Boiling, cutting, baking, stuffing, and now devouring. Bon appetit.
What you going on about?